everyone. We're sitting on the edge of the bank of the Seine River. Right behind us we've got this really old historic bridge. It's probably one of the oldest bridges, and it's ironic because they actually call this New Bridge. So Henry IV, we think.
Yeah, it's Henry. It's between Louis and Henry, but we're pretty sure it's Henry.
There's a lot of Louis and Henrys basically in French history for kings. But so this guy wanted to build a bridge so that everyone would remember him.
Yes, so what he did was he taxed people on their wine.
Rich people.
Rich people. So every time they bought their wine, some money went to the taxes, right? So we can build this bridge. And I don't know, it took him a long time.
40 years?
40 years.
I don't think it was only the rich, but I think the rich that drank a lot of wine felt the most.
So whatever, there was taxes on wine. So it took him 40 years to build the bridge, right? And then when the bridge was finally completed, he decided to repay the people for the taxing by giving them access to his wine cellar.
Not everyone, just his rich friends.
His royal wine cellar for like the rich people, I guess.
Yeah, his aristocratic friends or whatever.
Yeah, not just like poor blokes.
No. Okay, what else?
Anyway, so then he throws this party and they start drinking all the wine. They end up drinking all the wine from his cellar. So the king goes and, everyone starts complaining, like, what are we gonna do? We drank all the wine. And by this time they actually are a little drunk. So then the king's like, I have an idea. Let's open my secret stash of wine. So they go to his secret wine cellar. Oh yeah, champagne. Champagne. So they start mixing the wine with champagne and get really drunk.
Our tour guide said we should try that out too.
But I think we might pass on that one.
So then the king
look,
looks around.
There's a cruise going by behind us.
Check it.
Anyways, back to
Just
Tom.
quickly.
So yeah, the king looks around and sees all of his friends having such a great time and they're all looking foolish. So he decides he wants to remember this moment because he's pretty sure he's not going to remember it in the morning. So he gets his royal caricature artist, so those people that draw those like funny big faces, right? Yeah, and someone else want to continue?
And,
well, Evan can talk actually.
Random car. Okay. Anyway, so they got their royal caricature artist to come down and draw everybody at the party.
Draw
And
all of my friends.
All my drunk asshole friends.
And as you can imagine, after 2 full cellars of alcohol in a castle were complete, you get some pretty interesting caricatures going on.
Did you say celeries or celeries?
Cellars.
After 2 celeries.
After 2 stalks of celery, you're quite drunk. Anyway, so where was I?
Yeah, so then
Anyway, so they were drunk and a bit ridiculous.
Next day, King wakes up with a major hangover.
Yeah, so anyway, he figures he wouldn't be able to remember them, whatever. Drew all of his friends, starts looking at him in the morning, and it makes him very happy. So,
French people are rarely happy. This is what we learned.
yeah.
in commemoration of that, I'm going to take a walk over,
Yeah,
you guys can follow me. It's very stinky under this bridge. Apparently the homeless people enjoy using it as a toilet. So we're not going to spend too much time over here, but some of the faces are pretty interesting. Anyway, in commemoration of that, he wanted to put them on display, but he didn't really have anywhere to put them on display, but then he remembered, oh, I just made this new bridge. So if you look at some of the faces, if you can see them from down here.
Like zoom in.
No, I can't zoom, but you get some pretty ridiculous facial expressions going on up there. And they basically line all the way down the bridge on both sides, and there's actually a spot, where was it? We went up like over that way somewhere. And there's another spot where they burned a guy at the stake and they had all the ridiculous faces.
Yeah.
So there's quite a few people at this party drinking quite a bit of wine. I thought you're not that familiar.
No, well,
It must
a
be the
little
other
bit. Maybe the other side.
The other side is
Probably underneath is much worse.
Yeah, so today we did a walking tour. That's where we learned all that stuff. We're not really that smart.
Our tour guide, Fred, looked like Harry Potter.
Yeah,
which
and he talked like Harry Potter.
Didn't look as much. He sounded a lot more.
No, he looked like Harry Potter too. Me and Caroline kind of have a crush now.
Yeah.
Yo,
He ate my
he's
fry.
mine, alright? Like,
Whatever, he
Without
ate my
question.
fry.
What else do we see?
Tom ate snail.
We all
Tom ate snails.
Okay,
So we have a video of
We
that.
have a video of Tom eating snails. Yeah, it'll be uploaded soon. Maybe later.
we all tried it.
Yeah.
Just a little
It
bit.
wasn't that bad.
It was
It was
awkward.
kind of chewy, but it
Texture.
kind of tasted
Yeah.
like meat almost.
Texture was a little
It
weird.
was a little weird, but
What?
that's
These
okay.
these three are turning too much into Parisian. The texture was a little
Dude,
weird.
we're all walking like Parisians, taking our
Yeah.
time, strolling around.
Yeah.
It's really nice here.
Making up words that sound French and saying
Yes.
like French people.
Like-
Dos.
Where is the grosser?
No, I said, quel est grosser?
No, close.
Close it.
Quel est close? That was my attempt of saying what time do you close
Yeah.
to a baguette store.
And
she
we thought it
looked
was
at him
11 o'clock at night, but it was actually in 23 minutes.
Because she said
Yeah.
23, because she didn't really speak English much, so she said 23. So she actually meant 23 minutes, but we understood it as
It's 11.
p.m.
Yeah.
What did we do last night?
Last
last
night
time we chillaxed.
Yeah, we
went out.
chillaxed.
We went out to
a nice little
to a cafe.
place, got some food.
Tonight we're gonna do a pub crawl here in
Yeah.
Paris. Should be pretty fun. We
With
don't
Harry
have to
Potter.
wear-
Oh, sorry.
So I'm getting on
Yeah.
this side. My left arm's a little tired.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have to wear t-shirts for this one. So
Yeah. I don't know what else did we see today. We saw
Coats.
like the Louvre. We saw Notre Dame. Well, from the outside at least. And then tomorrow we're going to museums. Lots of museums.
day after that, lots of more museums.
Yeah. 2 days of museums. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty
Lots-
exciting.
Lots of stuff to do, lots of money to spend.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, lots of money to spend that we don't have
Yes.
to spend.
It's
Yeah.
actually funny
No,
when we
you're
were
not even in this.
when we were coming to France. I'll say this one in both English and Polish. So jak przejeżdżaliśmy do Francji, we took the Eurostar. To wzięliśmy ten pociąg, co idzie pod,
Oh yeah, a lot of you guys
pod,
are asking about this.
pod English Channel. Angielski Channel, nie wiem jak się mówi. So we took the train that goes under the English Channel, and so the main attraction was actually go to see the tunnel underneath the English Channel, which is like a 20-minute
20-minute
train ride or whatever.
train
To
ride,
wiesz, największa atrakcja to jest jak jedziesz pod tym tunelem i żeby patrzyłeś, że jesteś pod angielskim channelem. Wszyscy zasnęliśmy. We all fell asleep.
Yeah.
And we were also crammed in that train with like
Oh
a
my
couple
God.
families.
Family.
Like they bought
it
out
was
the
like
entire
it was like one
coach.
Indian family bought out the entire coach. We had
Pushed
to keep
and shoved us.
Yeah, pushed and shoved us. We
Had
had to
luggage
keep
like this big.
like
from
I
the floor.
swear, 2 luggage per person and like carry-on bags. I had to have my luggage under my seat because there was no room.
And they were
then-
throwing their little tiny
Yeah.
little backpacks up
yeah,
top. with
and they
luggage.
put their little tiny backpacks on top. You know, where you put them on top, so no one had room. And then when we tried to move it, like no. So
We
like
managed.
we got screwed.
Oh,
It was a pretty
Evan
cramped
got
room.
called an asshole today.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I wouldn't give money to a
Here,
thief.
Here, get in and you can tell the story of what happened.
Okay, so Caroline was talking to our tour guide, and these two were off taking one of 1,000 couple photos. That they love.
Okay, whatever. They're just jealous because they don't have a couple photos. That's all.
We have the right amount.
Whatever. We have the best.
Okay, let's
Anyways.
not argue. Continue.
Anyways.
The longest
So-
video yet.
It is.
It's like 8 minutes almost.
Okay, shut up.
So I get approached by a lady with a clipboard, and as our tour guide said earlier, anybody other than him with a clipboard is a thief. So she's whatever, blah blah blah, sign this, and she keeps making it sound like a petition or something like that. And I'm trying to walk away, she keeps cutting in front of me. And I'm like, okay. So I sign a name down. She's like, okay, and now where you live in postal code. I'm like, okay, I'm not comfortable doing that. She's like, okay, just give me €1. Give me what?
All these bumps on you.
Give me €1. Give me €1. That's it. Just €1. €1. She kept cutting in front of me as I'm trying to leave, and then Italian Tom come up, and I'm like, hey, my friends are here. I
Trying
gotta
to
go. I
save
gotta go.
him.
Sound like you said Italian Tom.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Italian Tom.
That's
And,
her.
so I start walking away. She cuts in front of me again. I said, look, no, I have to go. Take off a little quicker. Tells me to fuck off. I'm an asshole.
Daddy
Yeah.
Excuse
That's
my
all
French.
right.
Pardon my French.
Funny. So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was our day.
Last couple of days actually.
Last couple,
Yeah,
yeah, last
giving
couple
you a
days.
pretty good recap.
That's why it's such a long video.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, I
Anyways,
think
make
we
sure you
shall
guys
be
watch
off.
the video of Tom eating escargot.
Yeah, it'll be up. Hey, love you. Mwah.
Bye.